Hi friends, welcome to the Unit 2 Day 3 notes. Today we're going to be talking about parallel and perpendicular lines. So parallel lines have slopes that are the same, whereas perpendicular lines have slopes that are opposite reciprocals. Just a friendly reminder, opposite reciprocal. An opposite of something is when you change the sign. If it's positive, it becomes negative. If it's negative, it becomes positive. Reciprocal is where you change, but if it's in the numerator and the denominator. So those would interchange or flip. Determine whether the lines are parallel, perpendicular, or neither. So I have two lines here, and I want to know, if these are the same line, parallel lines, perpendicular lines, or neither. So to find out what they are, we need to know the slopes of these. So let's go ahead and convert them. Also, alternatively, instead of going through and converting them, because it's not asking us to, we talked about using this method earlier in the notes. So taking, if it's in the ax plus by equals c, then you can take the slope as opposite a over b, and then the y-intercept is 0, c. So if I do that, just to make sure, this is my a value, this is my b value, and this is my c value. So let's go ahead and do that with this one. So my slope is opposite a over b, so negative 2/3. And then my y-intercept is going to be 0, comma, and then c over b, 6 over 3, so 0, comma 2. I'm going to go ahead and switch colors for this next one. So this is going to be a, b, and c. So over here, I have my slope being, just point out, you have to make sure that the a value is with the x term, the b value is with the y term, and c is with whatever constants left. So again, opposite a over b, so negative 3 over negative 2, positive 3/2. And then my y-intercept is going to be 0, comma, then it looks like 8 over negative 2, so negative 4. Now, the y-intercept doesn't really matter as much unless you're trying to confirm that it's the same line. If it's the same line, remember it would be same slope, same y-intercept. Now these have slopes that are opposite of one another, and then the next thing to check is if they're reciprocal. If you change the numerator and denominator to get that value, they do. So these lines are perpendicular. In the next example, similarly, we have a, b is in this case negative 1, c. Let's go ahead and finish that as well. So m equals opposite a over b. So let's see, that's going to be negative 2 over negative 1, so that's just negative 2. And then your y-intercept is going to be 0, comma, and then 5 over negative 1, so that's going to be negative 5. And then for the other line, a, b, c. So your slope is opposite a over b, so 6 over 3, so that's going to be m equals 2. And then your y-intercept is going to be 9/3, so 3. All right, so these have different slopes. They're very close to being the same. They have different slopes. So because they don't have the same slopes, then these are neither. Review the three forms of the line, write the equations for each of the forms. Point slope form. So point slope form is y minus y sub 1 equals m times x minus x sub 1. It has a point and the slope. Slope intercept form, y equals mx plus b. And then standard form, capital AX plus capital BY equals capital C. To write the equation of a line, you'd start with either point slope form or slope intercept form, then move around terms to get the other forms of a line. Keep in mind that we need two things to write the equation of a line. You need slope and a point. That's it. A lot of students want to fill in the point saying it's a y-intercept. That's a very specific point, but you can actually do it with any point. Just as a quick note, page 5 for some of you may look weird. I apologize. Go ahead and go to page 6. Page 6, we will jump in the next video as we write equations of lines. Have a wonderful day.